Hello, friends. Well, I had a great day yesterday, and today's the eclipse, so I'm ready for that. Wow, beautiful day, sunny and wonderful. So that's good, and lots of things are going to change after the eclipse, so we'll see what happens. Magical moment in the history of humanity. Okay, well, I did a lot of thinking yesterday. I watched a program and got a lot of ideas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my ideas in a jar and then just pick them so that I don't have preference unless something's really, really pressing in the news that we want to find out about. I'm just going to go with all the topics that I already have in my head, which isn't a lot. It's only about 15, but that'll change. Anyway, today we're going to talk about orange pilling. And is it still worth our time and effort to be orange pilling? Are you getting any luck? Are you having any luck with turning people's minds? Or are they just stuck in cement? Who knows? You know, the ETF is causing a lot of people to be orange pilled, not in the way that we would orange pill them, but BlackRock is out there peddling their Bitcoin. At least the word is getting out there and people are understanding that it's on the way. It's part of our culture now. It's part of our living environment. So let's see what the tarot has to say about orange pilling, and maybe we should move on to something else and stop trying orange pill. I don't know. Is that the right answer? I don't know. So the person in the middle, the one we're going to do the read about, is the person who's orange pilling, and that's all of us. All of us in this community, anyway. Okay. Real change starts from inside you. Real change starts from inside you. Well, we know that. You gotta make a decision, and then everything follows after the decision. So that's an interesting card to have for our orange pilling read. So let's see what our shamanic oracle deck, shamanic healing oracle deck will tell us. Okay. What's the word, shamanic healing deck? I can't read it. Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. Hold on, gotta get the glasses. Forgot my glasses. How crazy. Sorry about that. Oh, geez. You know where they were? On my head. Reunion of souls. Wow, reunion of souls. So, maybe that's us. Maybe that's us coming together. The people who know what's right inside. And we're coming together. And we're saying, all right, hello, tribe. I recognize you. That could be. I feel like we're coming together. We're finding like-minded people. We're being less judgmental. We're being inclusive and not exclusive. Orange pilling is trying to pull people in. Come on in. The water's fine. Bitcoin. Come on in, it'll help you. Okay, have fun staying poor. I don't care what the price is, it's still gonna go up. What do you say to people when you're orange pilling? They say you have to start small. You have to ask little questions and let them come to it themselves. I don't know, I grabbed the Bitcoin Standard and I beat them on the head with it. And then they run away. Show the world the real you. Well, the real me includes Bitcoin. Show the world the real you. I got to read about that. Let's see. Full moon in Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius. New moon cards. Full moon cards. Aquarius is way, way at the end. Okay. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Orange pilling. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. Yeah, boy, that's talking about the people feeling orange pilled. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, you are being too aloof or detached. Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Additional meanings: don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. That's what we're trying to do. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Well, maybe everybody's going to be orange pilled all at once. Every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy to mix triples that message. The addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. Boy, that sounds like orange pilling. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. Well, this is a great start for our read on orange pilling, because boy, all those things describe orange pilling. You try to tell somebody, you keep trying to tell somebody, you're running out of ideas, you're running out of ways to be snarky and ways to be creative and ways to be, I don't know, open and honest and available, and you're running out of ways, and they're still not looking at you. They still think you're crazy. So, oh well, that's the energy of orange pilling. Do you like beating your head against the wall? That should be one of those cards. Do you like beating your head against the wall? Anyway, okay, let's see what the tarot has to say about orange pilling. Remember, the one in the center is the orange pillar, the one that is trying to spread the word. Bitcoin is coming. Bitcoin is coming. Okay. I think there's a difference between orange pilling and trolling, although maybe not. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, put it in the corner. Okay, who's showing up? Who's the orange pillar? Ooh, 2 of Wands, upside down. Do you know I had a reading yesterday that was completely upside down except for one card? Wow, it was like crazy. Okay, the 2 of Wands is somebody who's making plans to go forward. It's somebody who has the energy and they're figuring it out. Amazement and awe. Amazement and awe. So, I guess that's just where we start. Amazement and awe. So maybe that's after you become red pilled. After you become orange pilled, you're in amazement and awe because you're looking at the situation and you're looking at the world and you're looking at, there's a card and it's upside down. You're looking at the world and you're looking at Bitcoin and you're going, wow, this is going to make all the difference. Holy crap. And there's a whole world out here. It's not a plane that has to be developed. There's all kinds of mountains and lakes and all kinds of things that already exist. And you're looking at Bitcoin going, yeah, that's going to save all this from destruction and misuse. It's going to save our natural world. And I'm motivated to do it because I got the 2 of Wands here. But it's an amazement card, especially when it shows up like that. Okay, and what's crossing the orange pillar? Knight of Swords, action. It's wildly moving forward. It's the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is accomplishment, fearlessness, indignation, the instinct to defend and conquer. Yeah, that's somebody who's Bitcoin orange pilling. They're out there and they're going to change the world. They're out there and they say, I see what the possibilities are, and I'm going to go out there and be part of this movement, and I'm going to change the world because this changed everything for me. When you start buying and stacking sats, everything changes because you don't spend money on little crappy things. You say, I could spend that on Bitcoin. You don't waste your money on new clothes. You'd rather have Bitcoin and wear your old tattered clothes or old out-of-date clothes. That's why most of us Bitcoiners look the way we do, because we're not into fashion and we're not into the latest thing. We're not out to impress anybody. We're going to change their minds about the way they live, not change the way we live. Okay, well, that's great. Where are we coming from? What's the energy? Where are we coming from? Oh, restriction, being caged. Where are we coming from? We're coming from a place where I don't know what to do because I have no resources. I have nothing available to me to move forward or to do anything. I'm trapped. I'm caged. I'm stalled. And that's where we're coming from. And boy, I can relate to that. What's our goal? Where do we want to end up? Where do we want to be after all this silliness? No, we don't want to be there. Well, this is us trying to orange pill everybody and not succeeding. Thoughts and words. Oh, there's so many people I told them to buy Bitcoin and they didn't. Oh, man, I could have changed their lives, and now they're in poverty. And now these people are suffering because they didn't listen to me. That's what this is. This is thoughts and words. Swords, swords, swords. Thoughts and words. I'm going to change their mind. I feel trapped. What's going to happen? They're not listening to me. How can I make them listen? That's that. Okay, where are we going to? Oh, that's nice. Because you know what happens when this card is upside down? All the swords fall out. So, we have the 8 of swords and the 10 of swords, and also the 9 of swords. So 8, 9, 10. But the 10, which is usually a bad omen card, is upside down. So all those swords are falling out, and we're feeling good. No more, no more. It's all going away. But it's not gone yet. What are the tools that we have? What are the tools that we have to use in order to orange pill people? Oh, victorious energy. We have energy and a success in battle. Maybe we've orange pilled a couple people. Maybe out of 5 we got 1. But at least there's 1 on board, and there's 1 that's coming along with us, and we've succeeded, and we saved their life essentially because we orange pilled them. And that's the tools we have. It's the motivation of a victory. Wands and wands, wands and wands. So wands and swords mostly showing up here. Thoughts and words, but this is action. We've actually succeeded. This is when our fear is we're going to fail and they're going to be miserable and it's going to be our fault for not pushing. Why didn't you orange pill me harder? You know, that's the old joke. Anyway, not a joke, but that's the old saying. Why didn't you orange pill me harder? Yeah, well, you know, I like banging my head against the wall. So, reunion of souls. Are they going to join us? I don't know. Real change starts from inside you. So maybe if we keep more of this energy, maybe we'll have less of this anxiety. But hey, we're going here. 8, 9, 10. We're going here. Which all the swords are falling out. All those bad things that happen, they're all going away. That's good. Okay, let's see. How does the orange pillar feel about the circumstances that they're in? What's their energy? Queen of Swords, upside down. So they're trying to tell truth, but the truth seems to be not being received well. Upended, self-sabotage. So, yeah, I mean, we come out and we say things, and maybe we say too much, and then we self-sabotage. Oh, I shouldn't have said that last thing. He was on board. He was starting to think about it. He picked up the book. And then I said too much, and he said, oh, well. And then he put the book down and walked away. Ouch. Ouch. Self-sabotage. So when do you say too much, and when do you say too little? Crazy, crazy. How do you make that kind of a decision? Well, you just keep talking, and you keep saying, I'm going to change it. I don't care if they get mad. I'm going to change it. And that's what happens. Even if you say too much, oh well, maybe it'll still stick in his head and he'll say, yeah, it was too much, but then maybe he'll have a conversation with somebody else and they'll help him along. At least you got the ball rolling. You got the process started. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we got here. What's the environment we find ourselves in? Us orange pillars. How do we see the environment? Oh, look at that. Standing firm, taking command of the situation, confident that we know what we're talking about and we're doing the right thing. And despite the results of what we do, despite the results of our actions, we're still out there doing it because we know we're doing the right thing. And sometimes when you do the right thing, you get a lot of pushback. But you're doing the right thing anyway. And the hell with everybody else. So that's where we are. That's the environment we find ourselves in. We're pushing back. And it's always wands. It's always wands. So that's good. He's ready to put up a fight and say, no, I'm not going to back down, and you're not going to change my mind. I'm going to change your mind. Okie doke. And what are the hopes and fears? Queen of Pentacles upside down. That's our patron saint of Bitcoin-ness. Well, usually she's very sovereign, but in this case, she is upside down. So the fears are that this is a LARP or some sort of scamola and Bitcoin's just going to drop. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. The other thing I'm thinking is that she's a lot of things to a lot of people, and so with that energy, we're not going to get enough people on board, and it's going to be, again, a little elite enclave of Bitcoin owners, and then they're going to be the new elites, and it's going to be that. The other thing is the elites may come in with all their crappy fiat money and scoop up everything. Well, I don't know that that's true, but I think the next 10 years, like Michael Saylor says, the next 10 years are going to be important because this is the scramble for the last bit of crumbs. So it may be that, not everybody's going to get on board, and then they're going to have to find a way to get sat some other way. And that's okay. We're humanity. There's a lot of people out there with good hearts, and they're Bitcoin holders. Kindred spirits, reunion of souls. And if they're anything like me, they're going to be generous, and they're going to be open to allowing people to pave their own way, to make their own journey. So the Queen of Pentacles in hopes and fears, that's what that's telling us. And what's our final outcome for all of this? So I guess the question is it still worthwhile to be orange pilling, or is it just a done deal at this point? And let the chips fall, let the bits fall where they may, let the sats fall where they may. Okay, final outcome. King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups. Let's see what the King of Cups says. since it's the final outcome, I want to make sure. Double dealer, he's a rogue and a double dealer. So the final outcome is he's a rogue and a double dealer. I guess maybe those are the people that we can't orange pill, because they're essentially not part of our tribe. They don't believe deep down inside. They don't believe deep down inside what we believe. They believe the world is a different kind of a place. And so they don't follow the same logic that we follow. They will never, ever be orange pilled, because fundamentally they are different. Now, does that make them not part of humanity? No, it just makes them of a different mind. They may still be human. I don't know. But I know that there are non-humans among us, and it may be that these are the individuals who are so couched in the old system. They're so immersed and marinated by the old system that Bitcoin is never going to be part of their world and existence and experience, because they've firmly made a decision not to be the kind of person who purchases Bitcoin and is along with our philosophies. So these could be narcissists, these could be Satan worshipers, these could be, I don't know, people that just are fundamentally different. They see the world differently, and they just can't get on board. So just know that not everybody is going to be able to be orange pilled. There's so many secrets. You talk to people and you just really don't know who they are. There's so many masks and you just don't know who they are. And they may be one of these people that will never be orange pilled. So, learn to be discerning and learn to see who might be a good candidate, as opposed to just trying to orange pill everybody. Maybe be more selective about good candidates to orange pill. See if they're a good fit for orange pill. Okay, anyway, that's a good message. That's a really good message, because I learned something today too. That's important to understand those things. All right, let's see what Isla Normand says about orange pilling. Orange pilling. I don't really talk to anybody anymore. Since I retired, I go out very infrequently. Okay, dogs are being loud. Hopefully that didn't disrupt too much. I have on my list of things to do. Make sure dogs are quiet. Yeah, well, good luck with that. It's like the orange pilling. Best laid plans of mice and men. 3 cards. The birds. The cross, and we know that's suffering from the other day. And the anchor. So I think the birds are about talking and gossip. But let's see what we have. Social media, meetings, siblings, communication, gossip. So this is everybody talking. This could be everybody talking, and whether they're talking about Bitcoin or not. But this is pain and suffering. So maybe they're talking about the pain and suffering that they're having. And this is stable, security, long-term. Well, they're talking about the suffering that they're having, and we're trying to tell them, this is stable and long-term. This is great stuff. Why aren't you on board with this? Listen to me. But they're not always ready to listen. They're not ever going to listen in some cases. And that's okay. We're going to lose some and we're going to win some. This is clearly a victory card. This is a victory card. Anything with a laurel like that, you're looking at victory. So there is some victory, but like I said, be more selective. It's almost like you're interviewing somebody for a job. Do they have the capabilities? Do they have the capabilities to understand Bitcoin? So there you go. That's also a consistent message. Show the world the real you. Okay. Well, apparently after this eclipse, the masks are coming off. So if somebody's a reptile, we're going to know it because their mask is going to come off. Isn't that something? I keep thinking about that newscaster on Futurama. Maybe we'll be doing that. Maybe we'll be seeing people for what they are. Maybe not visually with our eyes, although some people can already see that. It also reminds me of the movie They Live, because they're looking around and they're seeing it all and they're going, holy crap, what happened? How did we get here? Okay, what's the animal to guide us? Oh man, the dragon. And I've been talking about reptiles. Very spiritual card though, which means they may have a different agenda entirely. Okay, spirit. Dragon. Seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. Maybe that's true too, because it's in our ego. If we can't orange pill them, then we have nightmares about it. I failed. Well, no, you didn't, because they're this. Okay. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. That's the higher self. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing the omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Anji is dim. Anji is described as the inner fire or sacred intelligence. Maybe even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of the intelligence within you. Picture. There you go. Light that internal fire. I think these people, their fire went out and they're happy about it. The dragon in the third chakra, the subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems. And behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. And I think this dragon eye sometimes can see and sometimes cannot see. This dragon eye, if it's this kind of person, they're not willing to see it. They're not willing to see it. So when we try to orange pill them, all we're doing is causing ourselves misery. So real change starts from inside you. What can I do to be different? Just be more discerning about who you're trying to orange pill, and you're going to have less of this and more of this. If you pre-screen them before you orange pill them, you might have more luck, because the swords are going to fall out. Thoughts and words. The truth is going to reveal itself, and we're going to stand firm and be victorious. And it doesn't really matter about these people, because the ones that we're saving are the ones that matter. because we made a difference. So be more discerning, but don't stop orange pilling. There's still people out there that need to hear the message. Okie doke. Thanks, friends. I'll see you again tomorrow. And thanks for all the watches. And if you want to share and like, that's great too. Okay, bye-bye.